And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kevin Durant.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Thompson is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Durant. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Gobert in at the power forward. And for Toronto, they've got Hunter. Daniels out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Duren. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. And so off the tip, it's New York. KD with it. Caruso, a screen on Hunter. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. Durant's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Knicks.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Back to Doncic. Here's Kamare. Defended by Gobert. 6 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. Robinson pulls it in. New York with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And Thompson kicks to Gobert. Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Doncic outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Daniels up top, defended by Durant. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Shot clock at 3. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. And here is Durant after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Durant against Hunter. KD looking around. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
Kevin Durant. 1 shot.
And that one misses.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Hunter. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Doncic. Off target with the close-range fadeaway. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for New York. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Doncic against Caruso. Down low. Here's Durant. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Caruso. Thompson looking for an opening. Shot from 12. Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. KD can't get it to go.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask, this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Daniels from outside, and it's KD with the rebound. New York leading by 5. Now here's Caruso. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Kamare. Duran with it. Now Daniels. He's covered by Thompson. Caruso against Doncic. Shoots over Caruso. Here's Duran. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Now Gobert. Pass to Robinson. Here's Caruso. Guarded by Doncic. Caruso, no good. Raptors trail by 3. There's the lob to Duran. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at New York. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Toronto, a half game back.
And for the Raptors, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Now here's Durant. Last game he had 34 points. Robinson, that's good. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more that should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. And here's Daniels. Last game he had 12. Wiggins outside. Caruso against Doncic. 5 to shoot. And the Raptors miss again.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Raptors trail by 7. Here is Daniels. Scoreless thus far. Now Doncic lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Doncic has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Robinson against Durant. Left side, KD. Over Hunter. And he can't bank that one in. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. They lead by 4. Pass to Thompson. KD sets the pick for Thompson. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Trayce Jackson-Davis is checked in for Jalen Duren. Williams comes in for Dyson Daniels. And Hawkins subbed in for Doncic. And so he makes both from the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's DiVincenzo. Bull, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
First free throw is good. Jackson-Davis hits them both. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Here's Hunter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jaylen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. Pass to Jackson Davis. Hawkins with it. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by New York. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
DiVincenzo against Hawkins. Stolen by McGee. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Bol. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Hunter. Toronto working the ball around now. Jackson Davis with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That sends DeAndre Hunter to the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
The Raptors making a switch here. Kamara is checked in. Then for the Knicks, Gobert checked in for McGee. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Klay Thompson.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And there it is for him. Here is Williams, still without a basket. Pass to Hawkins. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. On the wing, Markkanen. Covered by Wiggins. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. Just 4 seconds left in the first. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And the league continuing jobs to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Corey Joseph. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bol. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. Justin Holiday's checked in for New York. Pass to DiVincenzo. Markkanen a screen on Hawkins. DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. Bol can't hit. Raptors trail by 7. Outside Williams. And here's Hawkins. Over Bol. The kick out to Williams. And the three ball is good.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
DiVincenzo against Hawkins. DiVincenzo passes to Markkanen. At the top of the key, Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. DiVincenzo's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Knicks. Now Jackson Davis. Here's Wiggins. Hawkins with it. Bol covering and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. Number 5, the Knicks.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
At the line for one.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Kamara. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Kamara. From outside the arc, Gobert pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DiVincenzo passes to Bol. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 8. Back to Williams. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Here's Kamara. Defended by Gobert. Williams' shot is off. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to talk to his guys. For Towns, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the field.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Now, here's Wiggins. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. How's the season turning out for him? Getting around 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
The first one falls.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Toronto making a change here. Sasser's checked in. McGee, he's checked in for New York. Corey Joseph comes in for Bertans. Jackson Davis hits them both. Now here's DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. To the paint, looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle moves to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Alec Burks checked in for Toronto. That one misses for DiVincenzo. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Raptors. Down by 12. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Beautiful touch from Burks. He excels at knocking down these mid-range shots.
Pass to Bull. And here's McGee. Markkanen with it. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Aaron Wiggins. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Toronto. Duren comes in for Hawkins. And Doncic is subbed in for Burks. Robinson's checked in for New York. Durant comes in for Joseph. He hits the 2nd from the line. The Knicks leading by 9. And here is DiVincenzo. Last game we saw him score 13. Markkanen down low. He's against Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That's no good. It's his 2nd miss. He's made 4. Outside Williams. Pass to Doncic. And again, no good by Toronto. The Knicks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the 2nd, 5 of 10. Markkanen dishes to KD. Now, here's Bull. Outside, Markkanen. Durant at the elbow. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Williams finds Doncic. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And that's 12 points for Luka Doncic.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Durant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good tee by Williams. Raptors trail by 7. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is. A vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
So it's Toronto now. The Knicks making the shot. Wiggins sets a screen for Doncic. And again, no good by Toronto. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's KD. 7 points in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Now, here's Bull. Jackson Davis defending. Just 4 to shoot. Markkanen from outside. Rebound by Williams. Toronto's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Kept alive. Duran. Another shot. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Raptors. Kamar is checked in, and it's DeAndre Hunter in for Wiggins. And then for New York, Gobert is checked in for Bol Bol. Klay Thompson comes in for Markkanen, and it's Alex Caruso in for Dante DiVincenzo.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hunter on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Caruso looking for an opening. Has to Gobert. Now here's Thompson. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Robinson. Left side, KD. Caruso, bounce pass, and slam dunk by Gobert.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
Doncic kicks to Daniels. Duran against Robinson. Here's Kamara. Over Gobert. Kamara, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big-time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Caruso. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Doncic passes to Duran. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, easy call.
The Raptors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Duran. New York leading by 9. Now Thompson. He's got 5. Outside, KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
to the inside. Here's Duran. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Robinson. And KD's got the ball here for New York. It's Clay off the drive. Yep, it counts. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
Well, Thompson is getting increasingly difficult to stop on the dribble drive. When he gets hit, he stays with the play.
Back to Doncic. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 15.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Doncic against Caruso. Inside, Robinson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Jalen Duran. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, shooting 1.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
Now here's Doncic, coming off 31 points last game. Daniels kicks to Doncic. Hunter with a screen on Caruso. And here's Doncic from the arc. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know, when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you any time of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. KDB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Now here's Gobert. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. KD against Hunter. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Doncic against Caruso. Doncic feeling it out. A floater. The rebound by KD. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Misses the 3. And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. It's all good. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at the Knicks, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the New York Knicks.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Raptors trail by 15. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Doncic out there with Daniels. Then it's Durant. Then there's Hunter. And it's Kamare in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Durant for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got 14 points.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Now, here's Hunter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Thompson with it. He's covered by Daniels. To the paint. Doncic with the steal. Fast break Toronto. The finish. Oh, Doncic getting it done in transition.
Well, Luka Doncic is able to dominate possessions with the ball in his hands. Go ahead and work on both ends, Luka.
Hunter against Durant. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Fast break Toronto. Steps back. Here's Daniels, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Doncic? And ranked among the top 10 in scoring, he can fill it up with the best of it.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Back to KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Good on both. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now, here's Doncic. 20 points for him. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Now, here's Caruso. Not a lot of room. Stolen. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Hunter, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. New York leading by 11. Caruso finds Thompson. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Toronto, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
At the line for your Raptors, DeAndre Hunter. One shot.
That one misses for Hunter. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally, is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Shot clock at 6. Hunter with a screen on Thompson. Daniel from outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. At one point, they led by 16.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Doncic. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Doncic against Thompson. Doncic outside. Luka pulls right through the contact.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Timeout.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Second, the Knicks.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Pass to Caruso. Durant kicks to Gobert. Some nice passing by New York here. Robinson against Duren. 6 to shoot. Caruso, no good. Raptors trail by 11. Hunter with it. 9 points in the game so far. And Duren slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Caruso. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Physical defense. And KD does not flinch. Here's Doncic. Pass to Duran. Hunter with it. Back to Duran. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Caruso. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
A wide open look here for Caruso. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Caruso's got 4 points in the quarter. Caruso against Doncic. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's KD. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Kamare's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hunter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Hunter's got 11 points.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Pass to Durant. It's tipped. Hunter up top. Defended by Durant. Hunter no good. The Knicks leading by 11. And a fast break now for the Knicks. 14 feet away. Toronto grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hunter with it. He's picked up by KD. Shoots. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got it back down to single digits for Toronto. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
For the Knicks, Bol. He's checked in for Gobert. Markkanen comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Alex Caruso. Williams with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Williams dishes to Wiggins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Knicks leading by 7. DiVincenzo passes to Robinson. Thompson against Williams. And Thompson kicks to Bull. New York moving it around. 4 on the clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Duren. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Duren. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
First one falls for him. And the Knicks making a change here. McGee's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. New York leading by 8. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Duren. And here is Hunter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Trayce Jackson-Davis is checked in for Toronto.
At the line for 1, DeAndre Hunter.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. And Markkanen throws it down.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Hawkins against DiVincenzo. Higgins outside. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Toronto. Down low, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Williams passes to Hawkins. Now, here's Hunter. Williams looking around. Over Thompson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Knicks leading by 6. Bull the pass to DiVincenzo. McGee sets the pick for DiVincenzo. Thompson against Williams. Thompson from way outside.
Well, you talk about confidence when you're from distance. It's Klay Thompson. That's his world, and we're just living in it.
Hawkins kicks to Hunter. 1:37 left in the 3rd quarter. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Knicks.
Offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really, over the last month.
Cody Martin, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And New York with a change here, too. Corey Joseph's checked in for Klay Thompson. Hawkins passes to Wiggins. Clock is at 3. Here's Martin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Martin's got his first points in this one.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Markkanen. 11 points in the game. Pass to Bull. DiVincenzo with the screen on Wiggins. Bull, that's good.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
Martin against Joseph. Now Hawkins. Back to Martin. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Knicks with the rebound. At 1 point, they led by 16. DiVincenzo kicks to McGee. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for New York. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Bull, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's McGee. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward. Raptors trail by 10. Now here is Martin. Wiggins right side. Pass to Hawkins. Fires away from outside. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here is Joseph. Back to Bull. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, there's an understanding of when to give up the basketball. And Corey Joseph, really good job taking what he sees in the pick and roll.
To the inside. Martin. McGee with the block. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to McGee. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Knicks lead by 14.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.
Here's Jackson Davis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Wiggins. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Knicks. And both free throws good for Wiggins. The Knicks leading by 12. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Bol. Now here's DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bol. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williams finds Wiggins. Now Jackson Davis. Crafty move. It's rebounded by New York. Bol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Markkanen against Williams. Here's Bol. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside, Markkanen. Oh, good on the triple. Raptors trail by 12. Now Hawkins. Pass to Martin. Hawkins with it. On the wing, Wiggins. Bol covering. Pulls up. And the Raptors miss again. The Knicks leading by 12. DiVincenzo passes to McGee. New York needs to get off a shot. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And again, it's the Knicks missing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. McGee sets the pick for DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land. And the Knicks lead by 13.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Holiday against Martin. Hawkins with it. To the middle. Stolen by McGee. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by the Raptors. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Martin. The shot misses. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Knicks leading by 13. Double team on Holiday. Back to Bol. Markkanen kicks to Bol. Pass to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Hawkins passes to Martin. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Toronto turns it over again. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that Raptors game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort and see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Daniels, and he uses the glass on the layup. The Knicks leading by 11. Now here's Caruso. lays it up off the glass.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Duren. Here's Kamara. No good on the three. KD against Hunter. Outside Durant. Caruso, a screen on Hunter. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
Raptors trail by 13. Pass to Hunter. Duren with it. Excellent D that time from Robinson. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Duren with a screen on Caruso. Down low. Shot's good by Duren. And that's 13 points here for Jalen Duren.
Well, I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Durant for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Knicks lead by 17.
That's his 3rd triple this half. And that's after hitting only 1 before that.
The drive by Doncic. Doncic off contact.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Durant. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. KD's got 17 now, just in the second half. Here's Kamara. And here is Hunter, defended by Durant, and the shot is good. Hunter's got 19 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Thompson passes to KD. Clock at 6. Fires from the line. Toronto grabs the miss. And here's Daniels. Over to the left wing. Pass to Hunter. Now Doncic. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for New York. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Doncic passes to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Knicks leading by 13. The 3 from KD. Rebounded by Kamara. Kamara's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hunter, the pass to Doncic. Robinson pulls it in. New York shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. It's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Thompson. Duran a screen. Daniels dishes to Doncic. Shoots over Caruso. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Luka Doncic. And for the Knicks, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
New York with the ball. The three from KD. That shot, no good. Here's Toronto. Big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Doncic. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. The three. It's rebounded by New York. Here's KD. Thompson outside. Ball stolen. Now Hunter. Defended by Caruso. Here's Doncic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Doncic has got 34.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
New York leading by 7. Thompson outside. Caruso sets the screen for Thompson. New York, no good that time either. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Daniels, no good. And so here is New York. KD finds Caruso. Duran against Robinson. Pass to Durant. A three ball. Duran pulls it in. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Kamari. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Kamari. One shot.
Let the game come to you. Are you kidding me?
On the free throw, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
DeAndre Hunter. That's his second personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Shooting for New York. Kevin Durant. At the line for two.
And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. And again, no good by Toronto. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Toronto calls timeout. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. So it's the Knicks with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.